Yesterday, I watched a video, and in that video, the person was talking about a dream that they had um, where the Earth had fallen 3 times, and I found the dream interesting because it's similar to a dream I had about a year ago. My perception of the dream was I didn't understand it. I thought that it just meant that I was headed in the right direction, because what happened in my dream was all of the houses came off of the face of the earth and were lifted up, was my perspective. And I had interpreted it as like kind of like everything was being sucked into a black hole, whatever that might look like. Like if the lid had been taken off. Had never thought of it as the bottom being pulled out, because my mind didn't work like that before. Anyways, so in that dream that I was having, my daughter and I were the only ones home, and we were pulled to the floor. We didn't die or anything, but I couldn't breathe. And then I kind of like woke up and realized that I could fly. And I went and grabbed my daughter, and I'm like, hey, we can fly. So we're just flying with the pace of the house. It was really interesting. And then I woke up and kind of thought, well, that was a weird dream, but at least I got to fly. Anyways, so then a couple of months ago, I had another dream where I was in this rectangular glass box. It was clear on all sides, and somehow it was sealed, but I was inside of this glass box, and there was another person straight across from me, and it was almost like I don't know, like a kata, where we were dancing together. Like whoever it was teaching me, and I was learning really, really fast. And the people that were walking by were seeing us move in like this supersonic ninja type of a speed. Only inside of the box, we were moving at just like this person was like, okay, so lift up your arm, lock me like this. And then, but what other people were seeing was just like this awesome thing happening, right? And then what was cool is that the more people that had been walking by and seeing it was giving confidence to both of us in there. And so before we knew it, we were moving in the way that people were seeing us move. It was just a cool dream. And then I had this other dream. I guess it's been about 3 weeks ago, where I was in what I wouldn't know how else to call it, but like outer space. I wasn't anywhere. I was just far away from the earth. I wasn't alone. I didn't have any scared feelings or anything like that, but I wasn't alone, and I was just in outer space. And I was looking at the planet, and off coming from the left toward the planet Earth was this ball. I don't know how to describe it. When I was a kid, we used to get these giant bouncy balls, and they were plastic. Some of them had different designs, but it was kind of like that. It was the exact same size, only it seemed like an electrified plasma ball type of a thing. And it came up on the earth, and it just like swallowed it, kind of. But it wasn't, I don't know, it just was different than anything I would really know how to describe. But the sensation, what's weird is I knew my feelings, and it wasn't like there was no sorrow, there was no fear, it was like, I don't know, it was like every kind of love that you can imagine at its biggest and boldest and most, as far as to a point of, it's like loving yourself still is kind of how it, I don't know if you would know how to think about that. Anyways, so just thought I'd talk about those for a minute.